Hi, Capricorn. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for May 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in May and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Capricorn, now on to your May 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have, Capricorn, is the Five of Rods. And this is a card that symbolizes like arguments, disruption, with coworkers, family members, clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. Could be with friends. So there could be some kind of complications, arguing. It could also represent an internal conflict going on inside of you. There could be some kind of bombastic energy happening among family members about who gets what. This could be if you're trying to settle an estate or something else that you guys could be arguing about, like who gets what. You may also have to learn about like how to control or deal with people that are in the phase of bullying. This could also be protesting that is getting out of hand. So this could be happening at your job. Maybe they're giving you a lesson or giving classes on this is what you guys need to do if bullying is occurring at the workplace, or this is what you need to do if there's like, you know, people creating riots or protests. Like you may need to get trained in that, or your workplace may be putting down certain protocols or regulations to follow should these things being occurring at your workplace. This could even be you seeking it out, seeking out what to do if that happens in your area. You may be looking into, hey, if there's people protesting on my street where I live, or you know, this or that, I want to know what's the protocols, what am I allowed to do, what should I do, what should I not do. There could also be a vying for competition, like for a position. Family members can even be competitive with each other, so this could either be happening at the workplace or within a family situation, or even in a club, group, or organization you belong to. Say if somebody who's in charge, who's responsible for this or who's responsible for that. There could be bickering and like griping, bickering, maybe even bullying or competition in something of that nature. Some of you could be struggling internally, where you want to speak up and say something about something you don't like, or something you disagree with, or something you feels needs to get brought out in the open, so there could be a discussion about it, or maybe to institute change. So some of you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people may be struggling internally with something you feel you want to speak up about or bring to the forefront. So the next card you have in your reading, Capricorn, is the Ten of Cups, and this is happily ever after. This is or good luck. This could be a happy marriage, a happy home, happy children, good health, feeling good. You could be quite lucky now. or experiencing a streak of good luck for some of you. Some of you that are single, I feel you will be making an acquaintance with somebody that could end up being your life partner. If you don't see that happening in May, it could also be prominent for you in the month of June, especially at the beginning of the month. Some of you Capricorns have satisfied some kind of commitment to something, and this entitles you to a promotion. If you're already married or seriously coupled, you very likely are on the cusp of broadening your family unit. This could be through you giving birth to a child, or your significant other giving birth to a child, or adopting children, or maybe even pets, adopting pets. It could also be expanding your family unit by people like in your family getting married, and therefore that person is new, you know. Some of you, I don't know what it's about, but I get a whole new gateway of opportunities opening up for you, especially if you're seriously coupled or married. You may feel inspired to try something new, like moving to a new neighborhood, moving to a new county or community or area. Some of you, that is in the cards for you coupled, seriously coupled or married Capricorns. There also could be some kind of position that could become available, and you may make a campaign or throw your hat in the ring for it, and you are a viable candidate to get that job or promotion. You are a viable candidate. I feel if that applies to you, by the month of October of 2023, you will have secured that position. So you may say, October? It's May. Well, some of you, that position could open up, and it may take a while for it to come about. Doesn't mean that just because it opens up that they hire somebody right away and put them in it. It'll be different for all of you, but some of you, it may take as long as the month of October. I hear the out there. So there's some weird clicking noise outside. I wonder what it is. So the next card in your reading is the Page of Swords. And Cancer also got the Page of Swords in their reading. And the Page of Swords is an air sign person. This is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an air sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. Pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. Pages can be messengers. This could be a child to you, right? But it could also be a messenger about truth, wisdom, and knowledge. I feel like something big is happening here between you and them, like big energy, and you two are making something happen. And something you thought that was maybe a lost cause gets brought back to life. So if it was a love relationship and you thought that relationship's a lost cause, it gets revived. They look at you like you think outside of the box in some ways, and that you're a problem solver. You do make them feel kind of secure, safe, and comfortable. You look at them like they're iconic in some ways. You also look at them like they have some interesting and maybe innovative ideologies. If you two come together on some kind of project or plan, it will be fire. It will be on fire. And you could develop something and it really takes off in a new direction. So for some, like, this is a romance that gets reignited. For some of you, it could be a working relationship or business partner that you guys parted ways, you come back together, and you come up with some great new business or product or service or innovative idea. And when you put your heads together, you come up with, like, you two are on fire. And I feel that's even the case if it's a love relationship. You may also find that an air sign person in your life either has already told you things that are now coming out to be true, or they're telling you things now that will prove to be true. They may also be somebody in your life that's coming to you and is saying, I have a lot of things I need to do and complete, but I can't do it by myself. Can you help me do it and complete it? So this could be somebody in your life that maybe it's not unlikely for them to turn to you. So remember, when the court cards come up, the people cards, you have to sort it out, because my guides don't always say just one thing. So you got to figure out, who is this to you? Listen to the 3 different things I said there and see what you think. If anything I say is confusing to you, as I say in the beginning of the readings, some people don't listen to it. They just skip right to the reading part. Please watch your rising sign and your moon sign if you know it, because I hear from people all the time that say to me, hey, my rising sign was dead on for me this month. Or, I never look at my cusp sign, but I didn't find the sign I normally go with as my sun sign makes sense to me. So I went and checked out my cusp sign, and it was dead on. So really, when I say it, I'm saying it because it's not like I'm trying to get you to watch all these videos, because it's hard to remember all this stuff. Believe it or not, I know. Because if I watch multiple videos, like, there's certain things I watch, especially astrology, and I don't remember what they say. If I watch too many of them, I'm like, what did they say? I might remember key things. So I know it's weird for me to say, watch your rising sign and your moon sign. But I do hear from people a lot, and your cusp sign. I do hear from people a lot that are like, no, my sun sign, no, didn't make sense. No, it's not, you're not reading me. Well, watch your rising sign and your moon sign, and you may find out that that's where your messages are coming to you from this month. So the next card you have in your reading, Capricorn, is the 5 of Swords, and this is standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, standing up against any gossipers, naysayers, or detractors. If there's any battle, you're likely to win. This could also be standing up for yourself in some way. Some of you may find that you have to take something back to a store or somewhere, and they may give you a hard time about taking it back, but you're going to argue it, and I feel you will win. Some of you Capricorns are going to know that someone is spying on you, or, stalking you, spying on you, whatever word you want to use. And I feel you're going to call them out on it. And for some of you, it could be somebody that's interested in you romantically, or it could be a frenemy or an old enemy that's doing it. But it could also be somebody in your workplace that's spying on you to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, or maybe they want to throw you under the bus in some way. So be on the lookout. And I feel that some of you Capricorns are going to go, I know who that is. I know they're they're always snooping around or sneaking around to see what I'm doing. Also, in some situation, you're not going to like something that somebody is getting you to do or that isn't going your way, and you are going to march up to them and you're going to tell them, I want this to go this way. This is what I want to see happen. That could be in a legal case. That could be against an ex or somebody you're splitting up with. That could also be your boss. If you're like, hey, you're giving me a crappy schedule. I want the better hours. Why are you giving the better hours to the newer person? I need the better hours. I've been here longer. Or why are you promoting this person when I have more experience and have been here longer? Like something you don't like. And it could be in some other way. It could be like, I don't know, when you try to return the thing that the people don't want you to return. And you're like, yeah, but you took that back from that guy and that back from that person. You got to extend the same, courtesy to me. You're telling somebody that you feel like you're getting the shaft, you're getting the short end of the stick, and other people are getting treatment you're not getting. Whatever it is. For some of you, I feel you're telling your boss this. That's what I feel the most strongly. So, prayers for you out there. Don't get fired. So, now the last card in your reading you have for May. Look what you got here. You got the Knight of Swords. So you had the Page of Swords. Now you got the Knight of Swords. So that could be the same person. This is an air sign person. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an air sign. It could be you if you're born on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. Some of you could have somebody that comes in and is like kind of annoying and wants to break your concentration. So this could be happening at work, but it could be happening at home if you're trying to get some kind of project done or you're working on something and somebody could be, pestering you or like trying to, like I said, break your concentration. And this could be somebody also that wants to break your peace and wants to tell you all the problems they have going on in their life. This could be a coworker to you. It could be a family member to you. It could be your love partner. Think of all the people that could unload on you. But it would be an air sign person, either sun, moon, or rising sign, that is like, they're griping and complaining and unhappy about things that are going on with them, or they're emoting, they're being upset. How I see you looking at them is like, you're coming at me with too many problems. This could even be a coworker, a boss. It could be a family member, but like whoever it is, they're like, you feel like you're coming at me with too much stuff. I can't deal with all these things. Could be even a client or customer. They look at you for reciprocity, solidarity, the bridge, a bridge over troubled waters. This could be somebody that's also very insistent or domineering and controlling and insistent that they want their way. For some of you, I feel like it could be a parent. It could be one of your parents, but it could be a boss. It could even be a spouse. But it's like they're very... They're insistent that they want their way. But I feel like they're very often grieving and griping about things. Like, I don't know that this is an oddity. Like for them to, if they come to you and they're upset or they're unloading all these things at you or they're pestering you, like they want things to go their way. I feel like this is, you've seen this before. This is not a new scenario. You've seen this before from them. They've done it. So I don't feel like this is somebody new. This is like a pattern. This person has done this before. And I feel like I do feel at times you've engaged with them about it, but I feel like you want to like be aloof or not deal with it, or like kind of like, I feel like you're trying to like avoid them in May. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Capricorns to work with, use, and wear in the month of May 2023, you got onyx. And onyx gives strength and promotes vigor, steadfastness, and stamina. It banishes grief and puts you at ease with your surroundings. Onyx also enhances self-control and stimulates wise decision-making, and onyx also encourages happiness and good fortune. It's a stone that's going to make you feel more grounded and solid if you're wearing it or carrying it with you in May. And it's also going to be a good stone to open up new doors for you. So if you need to go on any auditions or any job interviews, or you're going to any seminars or events that have networking opportunities, this would be a good gemstone for you to wear or carry. It's also a gemstone that's going to promote you, the energy and this, you know, like the energy and the drive and the committedness to get things done. It's also, I'm surprised my guides are saying this, but it's kind of funny. They say if you're wearing or carrying this stone in May, it's going to help you catch, or, well, yeah, well, they didn't say catch, but be aware of a scoundrel. So my guides are from long ago, you know. Some of these are my ancestors that I never even met in this lifetime. Like great-grandfather. My great-grandfather is one of them, but there's others, and it was my father's grandfather and my father's aunt are two of my guides. I've never met them. But there's others. They're not the only ones. But they say a scoundrel. Like, so in other words, if you're wearing onyx and somebody is up to no good and is like a shyster or shifty or shady, you're be able to, this onyx is going to help you like hone in on it, and it's going to spark your intuition like alert, alert. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, the most recently recorded links I post down below in the description box in the Show More section, and they're also listed on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. You can there go to the videos page and scroll down and see all the video series I've used, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and whatever video heading you want, you just click on whichever zodiac sign you want under that heading, and that link will take you directly to that video on Vimeo. Now, the most recently recorded video series, I'm going to mention them here. My first is, of course, the Psychic Crystal readings for May 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. It's a continuation or an expansion of these psychic tarot readings I do here at the beginning of the month on YouTube, and I cover a variety of topics, like everything I can think of to look into. It's condensed into these videos. So if you want to see, you know, your love life, your family life, your health, work, money, these things are covered in crystal readings. So I hope you'll decide to check them out. My other most recently recorded videos are the Career and Finance Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings. They go out 12 to 18 months. The start date of these videos is April of 2023, and they go until the beginning of October of 2024. Also, my eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 20th, 2023, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings are available also on Vimeo. These are very detailed readings. I highly recommend, if you've never watched any of the eclipse videos, to do so. Many people find they really speak to them, and you may also find they speak to you. There's a lot of things going on there. Tarot, crystal, oracle card, you got to check it out. I tell you what's ending for your sign, what's beginning for your sign, what's the blessing for your sign, and what's the karmic lesson for your sign. And in addition to, that's what the tarot cards are covering, and then the crystal and the oracle card. So if you can do so, I highly recommend watching both your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so in that video series. Also, my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023 Psychic Tarot and Oracle card readings. As I've said before, a lot of times when I hear in these videos and I'm listening to my guides, I think, well, that might be new, but how lucky is it? A lot of times these things that sound like, okay, it's new, but where's the luck here? You may find it's lucky for you later. However, in this video series, for most of the signs, not all, I felt like, wow, these sound lucky right off the bat, like you don't have to wait for the luck. So you might want to check out those What's Lucky and New for You in 2023. Also, my Saturn in Pisces Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings. They start in March of 2023 and they go out 2.5 to 3 years in time. So hopefully you'll check them out. These predictions, they're going to keep going. So you might want to see how Pisces, how Saturn in Pisces will be affecting you. And again, if you can watch both your rising sign and your sun sign, I recommend it. But you know, some people say their moon sign resonates with them in these readings. I'd go by whatever resonates with you on my YouTube readings. That's what you should get in the Vimeo readings. So also, big love readings for singles and couples for 2023. First half of the readings are going to focus on the single people of your sign. The second half of the reading focuses on the coupled people of your sign. However, I recommend watching the entire video because there will be crossover. Sometimes people have asked me, why do you put these in here? I'm single, I don't want to buy the couple, or vice versa. Well, there's a few reasons, but mainly you could start out at the beginning of the year single and later in the year you're a couple, and that could switch. You could start out as a couple and later on you're single. That's the main reason, but there are some other reasons, but hopefully you'll check those out. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot Spread 7-card Psychic Tarot readings. Those videos are extremely popular. Lots of people like the Horseshoe Tarot Spread. I do one every year. There's 7 cards in that reading. There's a lot of information, psychic messages and insights for you there. Those predictions started in August of 2022, but go all the way till August of 2023. So if you haven't watched those yet, you've still got 4.5 months of predictions that could still come up there for you in those Horseshoe Tarot Spread readings. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on a video on YouTube, where I channel these messages through, you could follow me on social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I've started posting these about a year ago on my YouTube community pages as well. because some people don't like those other social media pages and they just go to YouTube. So I'm posting it there as well. And it's usually about 5 paragraphs long. And many people find either 1, 2, or all of the messages resonate with them. So you may find they resonate with you too. So I hope you'll go over to my social media pages on Instagram and Facebook and check them out. And again, I know you guys are probably sick of it. I'm going to mention it again because I just had somebody write me this morning and tell me there's another fake fraud cloned account of mine on Instagram. I got to warn you guys, they copied the pictures. It looks like me. It is pictures of me. I don't really know how they're allowed to get away with doing this. There really should be better protections about doing it. I don't get it, but that is the case. So if anybody contacts you on social media and says they're me and acts like, oh, I'll give you a reading, it is absolutely 100% not me. I only work from my wait list, which I closed in 2018, still have over 1,000 people on it, and I work from my cancellations list, which is still open, but I will be closing probably by the end of this year because it's just too long and I'll never get through these people. I can only do a few private readings a month because of the recordings I do here for YouTube, the recordings I do on Vimeo, plus I also do Reiki healing sessions for clients and some private readings. I don't have time anymore to do a lot of private readings. So if somebody's contacting you on Instagram, please block them. Report them and block them. I can't see them because they block me. The only way I know it happens is when you guys write me and tell me. Otherwise, I don't know. I could search my name and nothing's going to show up but me. But they block me, so I can't see that. So if you could please report them and block them and don't fall for what they're doing. They're trying to get your money and they're also trying to get your private information. So please don't fall for it. The only way you're ever going to hear from me personally is if you have signed up to be on my cancellations list or wait list. That's the only way. Otherwise, I'm not friending you, I'm not following you, I'm not soliciting you at all. And if you would like to help support the work I do here with my readings on YouTube, I have a donation link down below in the description box underneath all these video series I mentioned. And thank you so much to those of you who have donated. It does mean a lot to me and it does help me a lot. I had a criticism recently of somebody telling me they didn't like me begging for money. I'm just going to let you know that when you buy my Vimeo videos and you donate to my channel, that is my living. I don't have another job. I do private readings, Reiki, and the videos on Vimeo, and if you guys donate. That's how I earn my living. I don't have another job. I don't do something else. This is it. It encompasses an awful lot of my time. I wouldn't really even have time to do another job. Taking care of my son, who still lives at home, and my dog Max, and my property, and then the work I do. I don't have time to do any other work. So those of you that don't like it when I mention this stuff in the past, this is my living. I'm not doing this on the side. So thank you so much for your kindness and your donations. It does mean a lot, as I said, and it does help me a lot. So I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you this month of May 2023. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.